Okay, let's go ahead and begin cutting, not cutting, but actually folding those units. Now each unit is going to look like this when completed. You see this? This is what it looks like. And then we're going to create several of these, at least 12 or 30, depending on which one you're going to do, 12 or 30. And then from there, we will start connecting them together to create this form, which is modular, meaning multiple units coming together to create one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 1:2 ratio rectangle, fold it in half, and then unfold it again. So here we are, we fold it in half, fold in half, unfold, then fold half of the half, and unfold again. And now actually what it wants is, it does want us to keep these halves together, and you can see this diagonal valley here, and it wants us to go ahead and fold this diagonally in half. So be gentle, make sure not to crinkle the paper, line up that corner edge, really line up the edges, and then really try to get in there. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, sometimes maybe there's a little bit of misalignment. Try the best you can. We're going to open it up, and you can see that when you open it up, these little tabs, they want to stay like this, right? And you're going to see that when these tabs are up, that's what this is, right? It looks like that. It's a little confusing because this paper is the same color on both sides, but if it were origami paper, you would see that this would be white and this would be colored, and this would be white and this would be colored, just like the drawing here. Regardless, let's continue. Now it wants us to go ahead and do a valley fold and unfold, and you can see this diagonal. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to bisect this angle right here, and we're just going to really do it right along this diagonal edge line. Remember, you want to be as clean as you can. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Don't confuse and do this. This is not what it's asking. It's asking the same thing, but on the other side. So, it's like as if I flip the paper over. But you see, let's do that. It's going to go like this. Line it up. Okay. Now it wants us to unfold, unfold, and unfold again. Now we have all of these lines in this shape. It looks very similar. Now this fold is going to be a little tricky. It wants us to create a nice little triangle right in here. We're going to fold it, and we're going to create a valley fold between this point and that point. And it's a little tricky. Sometimes what you can do is you can slightly tab it there, and then slightly tab it there, and then between those two tabs you can kind of try to coax it, or just persuade that fold so it comes out nice like that. And see, when I unfold it, now I have that triangle right in here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you can see that I have 1, 2, but I need to create this fold. So we're going to come in here, and then I'm going to, I'm going to tab it right there. Then I'm going to tab it right there, and then I'm going to just gently do this. Do not make the mistake of lining up this edge with this edge. If I do this, then it's not giving me that fold. You can see it's not going all the way down here. It needs to go all the way down here. And you can see from this next drawing that it does kind of overlap a little bit. Alright. This next step, it wants us to do a valley, 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 and then a mountain. And the easiest way to do that is to go ahead and grab this longer side and push down and hold your finger here, right? Then you're going to take this side and start folding it like this. And as you're doing this, and you're holding this in, and you're holding this in, because this has to get reversed. So really right there, and you're going to kind of fold it in this way. And keep this side folded, folded, and this edge is going to line up right here. Let's do that again. Now it's going to be easy for me to show you again. So you have this, so we're going to fold it, and there we go, and it lines up there. Let's do this one. It's hard because we have a mountain fold here and a valley fold here, and so this is where we have to be gentle. And so if I start folding here, and I start folding right over here, I'm going to put my finger right there, right along this edge right there, and right here, and then we're going to squeeze, 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 and right around here, this is where we will begin to fold it over, right there, and it should line up very nicely this way. Now, the next fold, it can be very confusing. There's something that is not being revealed here in the instruction, and so we're going to do a valley fold and then a mountain fold inward. Okay, so what this is if I lift this paper up, you're going to see that there's another line right in here, and I'm going to fold this top tab over and line it up to that bottom edge right in there, just like that. Okay, so let me show you guys really closely. You have your paper like this, right, and when you fold up, you're going to fold up and you're going to use this bottom line as the alignment to fold this way. Then we are going to open this up and tuck it inward again. But before you do that, it might be easier to just go ahead and then fold inward like this. Okay, so now I fold it inward, but I'm going to go ahead and tuck that right in there like that. There we go. Let's look at the other side. Okay, so alright, that's good right there. Alright, so now you see I didn't have that flap down. I gotta have that flap down. Okay, so when I look at the other side now, I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to do it right on there. Hold on, everybody. Let's just make sure, because that did not get folded in there correctly. So see, yeah, it's got to get folded in there correctly. Now we can do it. So I'm going to take this up, fold it right in there. Hold on. This is supposed to be in like this. There we go. That's supposed to be like that. Okay. So now when I fold this up, it should be a clean line right in here. And then to tuck it in, I'm going to have to reverse that valley fold. If I pinch it like that, then I can open it, put it in there. There we are. Alright. Enough of that complication. Last thing before we go into the next step is we have to create a valley fold right there in the middle. And what you want to do is you want to line up this top edge and this top edge. So as I do this, okay, I want them to be right there, flat and flat, not twisted, but actually nice and horizontal right on there. Now if all your folds are nice and crispy, you should reach a nice alignment point to point, meaning when I open this up, you can see that I am right there on this corner tip, and on that corner tip I've got my valley fold. Next page, step 13. We're just about done. Let's go ahead and refold that back over. And this is very critical. A lot of people make the mistake of folding it this way. That's not what it's asking. It's asking for a mountain and a valley. So for the valley, I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it all the way, aligning it up to that edge. There I am, and see, and then this side I'm going to go back and fold that up right there, right along that edge. So now when I open this up, I should have a valley, mountain, mountain fold. It should be like this. This is what your piece should look like. And these valleys and mountains need to be correct, because when we start to connect, okay, you are going to see that one side is going to be a pocket and one side is going to be a flap, right? So right here, I'm going to take this flap and I'm going to put it inside this pocket right here. So, and what I'm doing is right here, you see this? This little flap is going to go inside this little hole right there. So let's see. I'm going to put that in there. Right? You see that? It's going to go right in there. Nice and snug. Yes, put a little dab of glue. If you see that it fits right, you can always put a little dab of glue right there, and then just a little dab. That's all you need to hold it. So now I'm going to do the next piece, and the next piece will be right here. This could be very kind of confusing, huh? Okay, so let's see if I can remember. Okay. Okay, here we go. So here we go. See this pocket right here? There's the pocket. Here's the flap. I'm going to stick that flap in here. Line it up. Fold it this way. And now I'm going to take this flap, and this is going to be tricky, right? Because now how do we do this without destroying it? We're going to have to take that flap and kind of somehow get that flap in here. Okay, it's very tricky. Alright, I'll show you in the next video. Anyways, okay, so we're going to do this like that. That's fine. Oh, I forgot. I got to push this down, everybody. You see how we can make mistakes very easily. So now I'm over here, and let's see here. Okay, this flap is going in here.